Hello everybody, my name is Kaelin Oliver and I'm doing my persuasive essay on why I'd like to become a substance abuse counselor. Many teens these days try a number of illegal drugs, some only a few times, others reach a point to where they cannot stop on their own. This is classified as substance abuse. Teens try new things, take new risks. So many of them they take drugs or alcohol because it seems exciting to them. This is where it could lead into further problems later on down the road. Chemical addiction is one of these things that is plaguing the United States, and it is just growing. I don't know if it's maybe just a lack of knowledge or maybe not enough education out there for everybody else to know, and also the warning signs to maybe help somebody whenever they see signs of struggling with addiction. First off, I'd like to start off with telling you my background and my experience on the subject. I'm currently working at a chemical dependence rehabilitation facility as a unit coordinator. I organize and implement treatment planning for new admissions and oversee a treatment progress of all detox patients on my unit. We have a 32-bed unit, so it does kind of get a little crazy sometimes. I started my medical career shortly after high school with my first job with Louisville Metro EMS. I was working there for about 2 years before I worked my way up to shift supervisor. And then all this time, I was also going to Kaelin College School of Nursing for my certified nursing assistant. After 3 years, I left Louisville Metro EMS and enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. During my service time, I attended many classroom hours for triage and combat life-saving courses. When I received my honorable discharge from the Marine Corps, I started working at a residential treatment facility as a certified nursing assistant. During my last 6 years at the treatment facility, I went back to school and received my licensed practical nurse degree from the University of Louisville. I am currently attending South University to obtain my allied health science degree and become a substance abuse counselor to help educate and support individuals with substance abuse issues. One of the biggest issues that's plaguing the United States is the influx of the heroin and all the other illegal drugs that are hitting the streets. I know just in the last few years alone, heroin has exploded onto the market. It's a lot easier to get more now than many household items. If you notice, from the year 1991 all the way up to 2013, the total prescriptions for hydrocodone and oxycodone and other illegal prescription drugs have gradually gone up, which also means that the rate of addiction has also gone up. With this one right here, this is the chemical composition of the anatomy of a person's brain. You probably can't see it down through here on the computer, but it actually shows the chemical composition of Oxycontin, which is also known as oxycodone, and also the basic chemical composition of heroin. And you can actually see just by the two comparisons that they are very strikingly similar. So what we're getting at is that pharmaceuticals nowadays are issuing Oxycontin, oxycodone as for a pain management or any other type of management that one would see. But with it being so similar to heroin, once the doctors are finished prescribing that pain medication to the person, they ended up have a great chance of becoming addicted to it. Heroin is the next step for them because the effects are about the same, price is a heck of a lot cheaper, and it's a lot easier to get it off the streets. You don't have to go to a doctor and give them a lot of BS and get a prescription or anything. Go to the next one. This one right here is the drug used to get high in the past 30 days. If you notice, down from 2009 to 2012, heroin hasn't really had a whole lot. But other opioids, hydrocodone, oxycodone, and oxycontin, they are all gradually on the rise and only getting bigger and bigger and bigger because it's a lot easier for people to get these drugs. Alright, now, users. Out of 800,000 users in the year of 1999, average death of opioid overdose was only about 400,000. Today, 2012, we are skyrocketing way up there. We are over 600,000 deaths annually just because of illegal drugs and narcotics. And that's not just with the heroin, that's also with prescription pain pills, other prescription medications like Xanax and everything else. People tend to get all these things, they keep doing them, and then once they realize that they can't reach the same high that they used to from the other basic medications that they had, then they start resorting to other things, mainly like heroin. With a dramatic increase of drug abuse per the American Health Institute, 2013, they reported that 76 of the nation's rehabilitation programs were operating at a constant 80% capacity rate. According to recent studies, the prevalence of severe drug problems and their consequences has increased since 1985. 2007 National Survey on Drug Use and Health reported that 153,000 current heroin users in the United States, and that was just 2007. Now it being 2015, imagine that number, and it's probably doubled. Other estimates give figures as high as 900,000. Opiates, mainly heroin, account for 18% of all admissions for drug and alcohol treatment in the United States. That's a huge number. The intense high the user seeks only lasts for a few minutes, so with continued use, they're going to need more and more and more just to be able to supplement the need for that drug. Everybody here already knows the destructive effects that come in for the use of illegal drugs, have firsthand knowledge on the effects of friends, families, loved ones, the bank account, living situation. So after witnessing these things, I've made my goal to try and get more education out there for the younger generation. Since we are not doing a great job of controlling the present day use of illegal drugs, maybe we can start educating the generation after them, and maybe, just maybe, we can have a long-term solution. Now, for the problem that faces today, we need better programs, harsher sentences for repeat offenders, and start making them accountable for something. And definitely start drug testing for any type of government aid. What people can do to be able to help out with this issue, start getting active in your community. Start talking with your kids. Let them know about the destructive effects of illegal drug use, what it can do to family. It can literally tear everything apart. So what we need to get this drugs off the streets, better education, more programs, and a better knowledge for our younger generations so they can pass that along as well. Thank you very much. You'll have a great day.